This is just us, where the real talk flows. Renee and Julio, that's how the story goes. We got that chemistry that only is can build, with some humor in our hearts and a promise fulfilled.
All right, man. Hey, so what do y'all think about theme song?
I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. It's got that nice little vibe with it.
Yeah, so I'm really loving that. So welcome to the Just Us podcast. I'm Julio.
And I'm Renee.
We did that backwards, by the way. It's actually with Renee and Julio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, we do it. I do what I want here. I'm an owner.
Yeah, he do. He just do what he wants. No guardrails. None.
Oh man, I got good sex, so she forgives me.
Most of the time.
Oh my god. Most of the time you forgive me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That could sound like the sex ain't always good.
No, I'm
Just,
not forgiving you most of the time.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave that money for that tip on the. I'll leave it on the table.
Whatever. I am excited about the topic for this week. We have actually been talking about this hardcore for like the past 24 hours, but for about 2 weeks, I have been like really excited about where we're going to be going. So I'll let you let them know what we're doing.
Oh well, the main topic for the show today, we're going to talk about the great exodus from the U.S. You know, our we can call it escape hatch, midnight train to paradise, not Georgia, but paradise. But first, let's talk about stuff that's going on this week. One of the, I guess, big topics is Young Miami, because it started with like the BET Awards and her, I guess, performing her song there. And
is that the thing with India Irie made the comment?
Yeah, well, India Irie was basically talking about it was the end of Black people's existence because another Ratchet song was made.
Okay, I do have some input. Like, no shade. What's her name? Young Miami? Is that her name? I don't really listen to her. I couldn't tell you what she looked like. But this lady I follow made this point, and she was saying every generation has one. Like, we was, Little Kim, we was, Foxy Brown, my neck, my back. We had our stuff, but the difference to me is
Trina.
Yes, but I felt like our ladies was more talented. Like,
Put It in My Mouth.
Well, I mean,
that's what the song was.
It was, but I still
pause.
Trina.
That was late.
Trina, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. I just felt like their music was better. No shade, just my opinion. It was just more talent, and I know our parents and they parents said the same thing about their stuff. I'm just not feeling. What's her name? Spicy Red, the red girl. That's not.
Sexy Red.
That hurts. Sexy Red, and yeah, I don't really be listening to them like that. But Cardi B, yes.
I like
Meg Thee Stallion.
Hold on. I like the great philosopher Gloria.
Glow, yes. Cardi, yes. Meg with the knees, yes. I'm saying that's my level of ratchet right
I don't
now.
really I don't like or dislike this song. I mean, I don't listen to. It's not my cup of tea. I heard it the one time, this week or whatever with the BET Awards. Ain't my cup of tea. It ain't gonna be the end of us. But the funny thing, I will say how they taking their shots at India Irie, which I find absolutely hilarious that you're taking shots at her right now. This is my thing. I'm not hating. I'm giving you a real scenario from where I see it, right? 6 months from now, you will not be listening to that song. You're still listening to 2004 India Irie. You're still listening to her music. So she has classic music. Now, my thing is, it's not classic music. It's microwave music. It's ready for right now, and it'll be over with. Well, she got the summer. She won in my opinion, unless somebody drop something tomorrow, she won the summer. I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Baddies. Be out.
Okay, cool. Baddies, huh? But yeah, so she won the summer. I'm not hating on it. I just found it like people was really like having this lady back. Trick Daddy went out there and said, why he don't like you old ladies. He used other words. I'm just gonna say he was real polite, but I'm like, I don't think he should really be taking this type of opinion. I'm just saying, bro. You gotta understand, but he went off, he was in his feelings. But it's whatever, man. Hey, it's for young folks. It's not for me. It's not gonna be the end.
Yeah, I ain't young no more.
It ain't. Even if it's just the song, just not for me. Like I said, I like the great philosopher good Lord.
Hello.
Philosopher Gloria. That's just me.
I do.
I like some Cardi. I like some Meg. Rhapsody's cool. Flage's dope. So different, and I'm just more females than that. These just the ones that come off the top of my head that I'm thinking of. Yeah. So, but anyways, what else going on?
I have a birthday this week.
Oh yeah. So your kids are actually starting to ask me, "Hey, is her birthday the day of the bar?" So they're actually starting to really pay attention. I mean, they're only 18 and 15. Yeah.
They do stuff with love. I appreciate it.
Oh man. So what are some birthday traditions you guys have? For us, a simple birthday tradition that we have, no matter how much money we ever had, we've always done this tradition because we figured out a way to do it. We will take the person on the day of their birthday because generally 9 times out of 10, your birthday is going to fall on weekdays, more weekdays than weekends. So we'll do a dinner on your birthday. Now, if your birthday happens to fall on the weekend, then we saved on a dinner because you're only getting one of those. So, but we'll go somewhere like Applebee's, Olive Garden, something simple, Cheesecake Factory, wherever the person wants to go, Mexican restaurant, Italian,
Smoke Jack, just whatever,
barbecue, so stuff like that. But that's what we do. So, what is some things you do? Because on hers, we have our favorite Mexican spot out here, and somehow she's on the birthday list. They sent a card that says she get like a discount. I was like, hey, they care about your birthday. She's like, oh, that's where we're going for my birthday. I was like, oh, cool.
It's funny because when I was pregnant with our oldest, look, he already know. I wanted Mexican almost every day. Like literally, what you want to eat. We was at the Mexican spot with some cheese dip and just whatever every day.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yeah, with Jaden, definitely.
That's probably why he loves
cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
But so yeah, that's just something we do, a birthday tradition we have. And anything else this week? I don't really want to touch on the young man who not too much. I'll briefly say the young man who went on a fishing expedition with his friends, his quote unquote friends. I don't believe those are his friends. I'm not really gonna get into the details of why I don't. This story's done played out a million times where one person just don't look like the others. You can say whatever it is, but that's my belief. Now, whether this is, true or not, they didn't do it. I believe they did because of the circumstance around it. I really don't want to go too deep into it.
Like when we get some change and we can have a different topic and a different outcome, then I'm ready to talk. It's like, it's literally every week it's the same thing.
Oh, they had the Great American Fair in DC, and it went off horribly. Every time they had it for it was multiple days that they had this thing going on, and it was just horribly planned, horribly executed, and they tried their best to hide the tens of people that were there. Now, at certain points, there were maybe a couple hundred. Because there were certain parts where they had to run into the African American Museum.
Oh, wasn't that the 4th when they had on the fireworks and the Mother Nature said, "Not on my watch."
And the heat was the devil was out there dancing on the lawn.
People was I don't want to say medevac, but people had medical issues and they had to get tended to.
Yeah, so it went off horribly. Flow Rider performed. That's the one I did see. Flow Rider. And my thing is, for me, right? If that's what it is, stand on it. Don't hide behind it. You know who actually don't hide behind it? And they actually, if you go in comment section with some of this stuff, they be popping up, and I know it's them because at first I wanted to make sure.
Nelly?
No, his boy Ali. His thing is like Ali Saint Lunatic or something. Oh. And that Sambo was like, we all MAGA. I was like, oh, are we now?
Oh, just stand on that.
Oh, just stand on that. Stand on that.
I want to backtrack really quick.
Yeah.
Going back to the dinners, because I just thought about this, which I think is kind of funny because we're complete opposites. So when we go out to eat, the way me, my mom, and my sisters do stuff, she'll be like, I'm getting a meatloaf, I'm getting pasta, and we'll just get different stuff. And then we share. So we have this variety of stuff. And that's just what we do. Him, don't touch his food. He don't want none of yours. He don't want to share. None of that.
Hey, y'all look at this dope Martin cup I did. And I know the light is bouncing off it, but it's all the characters he played on the show, or most of the characters he played. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Mm-hmm. That's his mom. I didn't know that dude's name is what's it? Elroy Preston. I didn't know that was his actual name. And then at the top, it has all the characters again. So I can't really turn over because it's over my computer, so we're not gonna spill liquid. But man, you can.
Okay, real quick, y'all. All right. And this is the other one.
In Living Single. So it has all the characters from the show. Yeah, all 6 of them, and the top reflects the same way.
So, trying to let y'all see.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just reach out to your boy, man. Holler at me directly. I can print on almost any cups if I can. I can get one of those
as you can see.
DTF type stickers, and we can put it on there. It ain't really coming off. It stick to it. It ain't really coming off. You're gonna have to really work to get that off. I wouldn't put it in the dishwasher. You just wash them. Hand wash it. Hand wash that right before I came out. It's a brand new cup I just did the other day. But anyways, no, I do not share my food. I order what I want, and you order what you want. Now, if you offer to me, I won't accept. She'll tell you. Yeah.
Or shrimp.
Yeah. So then I take those. But for the most part, no. One, I just don't want it.
I want to know if y'all are like me or like him. Are you sharing your food like me and my family, and we just be, passing it around? Or are you like him and it's like, don't touch? Him and my oldest son.
Do it bother you
that you don't share?
Well, one, nobody's gonna reach in my plate. I don't play it because I never reach in anybody's plate. People do that.
Well, I'm saying we don't. We'll be like,
your dad be playing with y'all food.
Oh, but we don't like that. Like, he different. That's different.
But he won't play with mine.
Or Jaden.
He won't play with mine because he already. I don't like playing them games. So, he leaves me alone in that category. But he messes with everybody.
We give the disclaimer when it comes to our oldest son.
Leave him alone.
Don't you look at his food. And then if you offer him something, he say, now don't be asking him 2 and 3 times. Are you sure? If he say no, that's what he mean, and leave him alone. Like, yeah, he's scary when it comes to his food. If it's something that he likes, whether it's a snack, food, candy, if it's like his thing, don't touch it. He's scary.
What do you mean scary?
When Jay I don't mess with Jay food.
Oh, he's a scary. Oh
yeah, that's my sweetheart. That's my baby. But I know.
Hey man, we think he a full on cycle sometimes, bro.
Hey, you got to know where that line is, and that line is at that food.
Yeah, his red
button. Cross that.
His snacks. Like, I done had to talk him off the ledge a couple times about his snacks.
I think it was like Oreos. His
nerds. Oh my god.
So yeah. That's our child.
Oh man. So getting into what we really want to talk about, the main topic for the show is the amount of people, one, that are leaving the US or considering leaving the US. It's at like an all-time high from my understanding. Like, it hasn't been this high since like the early 1900s, like the amount of people that are leaving the US. And I've been thinking about this heavy since the administration is in office now. Is there. Now, it's always been a thought of ours to have a vacation house somewhere outside mainland US. And it always was like Hawaii, stuff that we were familiar with, that we knew, right? Because we still wanted certain amenities. But as things changed and time went on, we started looking at things just a little bit different, because Hawaii is expensive as all get out. You really need to be rich to really leave there. It's beautiful.
We had a good time. It was short, but
we were only there like 24 hours, but it was beautiful. I promise you. But what we really did was a deep dive in, based on having the ability to be able to work remotely, safety of our family, the money that we would make stretching, as far, if not preferably further than what we had in the US.
A certain amount of infrastructure in place.
Yeah, because we understand, we both have lived outside the US, so we already know things are going to be a little bit different with how you get medical attention, having to take care of bills. These things we know are a little bit different. So, but having some infrastructure that we can understand and be able to work through and navigate. And I think one thing we both understood was we're going to have to learn a new language.
Yeah.
That it was, at first, it was a lot of Spanish speaking places. And one, to me, I think that's the easiest language outside of, if your first language is English. I think Spanish is like the easiest to learn outside of that, because so much crosses over. just in my opinion. And then we have so many Spanish words.
Family members.
Well, no, Spanish words that we use.
Well, yeah, that too.
I'm just saying. So a lot of that's why I say a lot crossover. But I wanted warm weather. I hate cold. If I'm gonna leave and I got a choice, I want somewhere warm, which more than likely means there's a beach nearby. So I was without knowingly, I was asking for beaches. So with that being mainly my list, what was things that you wanted when you started talking about the topic?
But we had similar things like, of course, safety. I think we both thought about like the interest of our kids. So initially, when our oldest was still in high school and he was interested in like e-gaming, and our youngest with sports, like seeing if they could still have that semblance of home. So we looked at that. For me, and if I have sister locks, so it is very important for my hair to be able to be maintained. This isn't just like a hairstyle, and you can't just have somebody do it and somebody take over and then you're looking crazy, and like, so that's like a big one for me. um the weather, not too bad, because I used to live in Germany, so the cold. Now I do have to say this, and y'all can't disagree. I feel like the cold up in New York is different, because when I was in Germany, I don't think that was the same type of cold. We froze in New York.
Yeah, it was pretty. And we went during April.
Bro, it hurt.
Yeah, that was
It hurt.
And we was only outside like 15 minutes.
I'm talking about like my body was aching, and literally we weren't out there more than 15 minutes.
I don't even think it was 15. It felt like it's probably 15, but we literally took about an hour to actually warm back up. That's how cold it was, bro. Because we was given the bags for getting on the cruise, and we went out of the Manhattan terminal. But so we looked at all those things, and a couple places we looked was familiarity, right? Like, how can it be easy for us to assimilate into their culture, and be able to maneuver around and feel comfortable. So Mexico was one of the first choices, right? And because it's so many people that do speak English, and then it's easy to translate with your phone and stuff.
Close to here if you want to visit family and stuff like that.
So that was on, and then the stuff started popping off with all the cartels about 2 months. Now I don't think it was 2 months into his term, so that quickly became a no.
The resorts and the gas stations getting set on fire, and just all that stuff. So we're like, oh, not that place.
Yeah. Then we start looking at maybe Brazil, because it was a big population of brown and black people. And that was actually something that was important to me. I did not want to be in a country that if you saw me from down the street without me opening my mouth, you just saw me, and I wore whatever, and I had on the same clothes that everybody in that area wear, whatever it is, type of clothing, right? You would not immediately assume that, you pick me out and say I'm this or that. You have to talk to me to understand, oh, he sounds a little different. He got to be from America with his dialect, the way he sounds. I'm good with that.
I was okay with, because being like an army brat, just being around a lot of different people, I don't want it just to be like one thing. I like a nice blend of people. But my biggest thing was us being Black Americans, because there's, you have your Africans and Crucians and stuff like that. I wanted to be at a place where I feel safe as a Black American, because I feel like that's different.
Now, let me say this for anybody take anything out of context, what I'm saying. I could go to a country where it's still predominantly white and still be okay, right? Because I treat people based on how they treat me, and I don't look at, oh, he's Italian, oh, she's Polish, oh, they're from Mexico, or they're from Puerto Rico, or they're from. No, I let them individually, but I do understand how some of those groups do view me. So I already have those senses up when I'm dealing with certain people that I can understand what they are. I have it, but I don't. I let them fully show me how we're gonna go with this, but keeping that in the back of my mind and aware, so I can deal with any of that stuff. But what I wanted was a preference, and one, she'll tell you, I was big on going and living in a place that matched somewhere on our DNA, right? And majority of ours that is African is from Nigeria. So I actually at the time worked with a couple people, and one in particular, she was directly from Nigeria. Like, she was born there, did most of her schooling there, I believe, and then later in life came to America and became a citizen here. So I would ask her about it, and she didn't want to move back, and then certain stuff they going in their country. It just seemed like I shouldn't, as a foreigner to their country, jump in that situation. Like I'm not trying to be there when they have civil unrest going on and different things like that. It's just me. I don't, because you got to understand what you're dealing with, how to get away from it, and that's just something you can't like walk into and deal with. So
Another thing for me is even when you talk about relationships and stuff, it's always the negative things that get highlighted. So when you're thinking and looking at places to go, it's always highlighted the negative things. So like you said, his coworker slash friend from Nigeria, she's amazing, love her. But when you go on the internet and you're looking, you'll see how Africans view Black Americans. Or at one point, DR was on the list, and you have some people who are like, we love everybody, we're welcoming. And then you have the ones where they're like, oh, we know Black, and they treat us a certain way. So you're always going to see the things where it's like people don't really mess with Black Americans. And I know everybody in those groups, like, in Nigeria or Ghana, are not all like that, but that's just what we see. So as Black Americans, we need to feel safe, especially if you're going to move to a place and like incorporate your life there.
Caesar, don't nobody want to hear all that, bro. You need to go ahead and stop. Like, don't nobody want to hear that, bro. But yeah, so I looked at all that, right? And we had different places, but what we end up what we think we're settling on right now, the number one spot is Cape Verde.
Cabo Verde.
Cabo Verde or Cape Verde, depending on whichever you want to say.
Depending on
whoever you're talking to, right? What got me one is they are compared to Jamaica, like the way they make you feel when you go there, and then the pace of how the island moves, right? So the one thing that we both can agree on, we felt like we was at home, was in Jamaica. That was at one of the top of my list, but that one, to live a lifestyle I want, I would have to have a higher income.
Yeah.
We would definitely, it couldn't drop down to one income. We would need both of our incomes to live comfortably in Jamaica, just being honest.
Yeah.
It couldn't be
more expensive there.
Yeah. It couldn't be where one of us is working, the other one is doing some other stuff, and it work out. Nah, that wasn't one of them places. So that was a big selling point to me. One, it's a mixture of brown and Black people all through there, and I'm sure others as well, but it's an African country, so it's brown and Black people.
Black Americans, which
they seem to be welcoming people.
So I would feel safe there.
Now, we're saying this, right? And before anybody then listen to this point and us talking about this, yes, we're gonna go visit.
Oh yeah.
That's not we're not just gonna pack up.
Be like,
you don't do that.
No.
I know people do that. They go sight unseen because they want to go to LA or Atlanta or New York or Houston or wherever, right? This ain't one of the moves for us. Some people do it for different countries. This ain't one of them situations. We got kids, and now if it was her by herself or me by myself, cool. We can make those decisions because we only affecting us. We can get in and out a whole lot easier. Then we got a dog. We got a whole life. We got to figure out packing up houses, the whole nine. So yeah, it's you got to do stuff in order. You got to figure out your visas. Like the visa situation seems to be really easy to get into, and getting permanent residency can be a little bit easier if you plan to open businesses, which we do plan to open a business down there. We're gonna look around and see what we can bring to the table and answer a question that needs to be filled. Because that's how you stay in business, filling a need. So that's what we'll look at. What we can bring to the table, being visitors in their country and being respectful of their country. I plan to immerse myself when I get there.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So our youngest, he watches football, soccer, football, whatever depending on where you are. Don't fight
soccer,
in the comments.
Football, whatever you want to call it.
You don't need to argue.
We understand both. Now, I may need some clarification. But I guarantee a minute in the conversation, I'll catch y'all real quick.
But yeah, our youngest, he's been into that. And I've been seeing like the match with them against Argentina. Oh my gosh. Now y'all can go in the comments if y'all watch that match, please do. And he was laughing because I think I sent him a text and I was like, they may have lost the cup, but they've won everyone's hearts. So he has been making fun of me all week. He's like, you sit here and watch them play one game and now you're ready to be Cape Verde. Yes. Because if you just look at the way they were welcomed. If you look at the people there, it looks like, it feels like home. Like I feel like once I step my foot off that plane, it is just like the ancestors is calling me home. The weather, I checked on tsunamis and hurricanes. Oh, we looked up the food.
Yeah, I believe the dish for the country is capucha. I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
It consists more or less of, you can make your own version of it, but more or less it has either kidney beans or butter beans
Or both.
or both. Some type of sausage, pork sausage. They have peppers and onions in it, chopped, diced up.
Gotta throw in the garlic.
Garlic as well. It has sweet potatoes, and I think the one guy added regular potatoes at the same time, and tomatoes. And it's like the equivalent of a really delicious, I mean, it looked really delicious beef stew.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of, if you trying to compare it to something American
It's like
dish wise.
beef stew and chili had a baby that marinated really well.
But my thing with that, right? When we saw that was it, and I was like, oh, I can eat their number one dish, and I don't have, because I'm not really picky. I think you can qualify as
a foodie like we are.
Yeah, like it's more of a simpler palate, right? I'm not a steak guy. You can get into the tomahawk, Kobe beef, or whatever the top sirloin. I know those are not the most expensive. Tomahawk really is, but y'all can get into all that. It don't matter. I'm not a steak guy. Like,
I feel like for him, like we're gonna try sushi, fried sushi, fish, and we'll try different stuff. He'll try stuff if he wants to, but like we're like, hey, bring it on. I want to see what I like. And with the capucha,
I think that's how you say it.
I like how they carry it over the next day, where it's like they fry it and you can have it with like they make it with like fried eggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my thing with him is moving a place, and then he's looking at the food like, I don't want to try none of that. But we looked at like some of the recipes, and he's like, oh, I can mess with that. Oh, I can eat that.
The way they made a version of couscous that was like, by the time they got done and they put it on the plate, it looked like a big cornbread. They drizzled some honey on it. I was like, oh my God. Then there was another one, like a version of an empanada with some cheese and like meat and stuff in it.
Yeah, I think he did like shrimp, and he chopped it up.
Oh my God.
It was like a thin piece of mozzarella, folded it over to the forks, fried it, bit into that thing. The cheese, I have the cheese pool.
Then getting insurance there is not extremely expensive compared to the US.
Yeah. Good coverage.
Yeah, it actually seems to be really good coverage. They have, for being where they're at, I think the medical facilities seem to be, and we'll check it out when we get there, seem to be okay. And then for bigger stuff, you have access, if you get the insurance that you should get, you have access where they'll get you to a place like Portugal for the really big stuff. So God forbid you have to do it, but they do have access with a medical jet to get you to them certain places.
Which is 100% covered, by the way.
Exactly.
Because I saw that, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, if we take an ambulance ride, you are breaking the bank, and that's in a vehicle 5-10 minutes away, and you paying like $10,000 because people will drive themselves. They will walk themselves to the hospital, and they sit here and get you a private jet, 100% covered, and take you where you need to be.
Yeah.
Just saying, crazy.
4 of us, the insurance, I think it said like $700 a month. That's not a lot for a family of 4 to get that much type of coverage. It doesn't seem to be. We'll figure out exactly what it really covers, but on our initial look, so nobody crucifies. We're still looking and we're still researching, but we think that's where we're gonna go. Weather looks great. We'll be able to rent our house out, so that'll cover the mortgage for here, and then we'll be able to rent on their market's not bad. Like what we came across so far was, you should be able to get like in the what is it, the island Sal? Is that the island? Saul.
I think it's called Saul.
SAL I think it's longer than that, but you could just say Saul and they'll know what you're talking about.
I think it is just SAL.
Okay, but that's like with the resorts and stuff, and that's the area, the tourist. That's where we want to be. And well, why would you go to that? Because I want the amenities that come on that island with the tourism. They have the nicer houses and things like that, and that's the area I want to be in. One, we don't speak Portuguese, so, and then it's gonna be, this is a couple year process. This is not like next week. Like we plan within the next 12 months to start the process of visiting. Now, if the timeline gets sped up, it gets sped up, but it's going to be a slow process to make sure we have everything in a row because we want to make sure we do it right so we don't mess up and doing things too fast and screw up the whole process and can't do it.
So yeah, my thing is with Saul, like he was saying, you're gonna have a lot of English speaking people there. I do plan on learning the language, but I also want to be around people who speak English. They have the doctors there that are fluent in English as well. So I still want to have that nice luxury feel. And then I think it's like Santiago Island. You could get on a flight. It's like 45, 50 minutes and literally, island hop and indulge in more cultural things so you can have like the best of both worlds.
And then on where we're thinking about, we don't really need a car. We can literally get around to the market, get around here and there. That's the way that place is built. So that's another reason for us to have it because you don't need the stuff. Now we probably after a while may acquire a car. It won't be anything high end. It'll be something to get us around the island. We ain't there to impress anybody. Because I'm looking for a slower version of life. I still want to go out and have date nights with my wife. My kids are older, so that'll be something we do. And but I wanted something safe for my family and where my kids could grow up and have a different life, like so we can provide it to them.
And then that's the flow that I'm on anyway. I feel like a lot of people, because we're so busy and it's so you're always working and doing stuff. You don't really have the time to enjoy your family or enjoy your hobbies, enjoy life. So, like when I go on vacation, there used to be excursion and do this and do that. And that's not like vacationing for me. Vacationing for me is I need the break. I want to relax. I want the butler. I want to get catered to. I want to sit here and just like slow down. Because we did the whole where we did excursions all the time and the kids were younger if it was me and him and that was fun. But now I'm at the point in my life where it's like I'm just ready to chill.
Now let's clarify. When she say butler, she meant vacation. She doesn't mean we're gonna have a butler
Oh yeah.
when we're leaving
Like
here.
all inclusive
No,
resorts where you upgrade and you get the butler
here
and yeah.
we're gonna have a regular life. Like we'll live in a nice house, yes, but we're gonna have a regular life. We go do our own cleaning, cooking, all this other stuff.
Yeah, because
For all intents and purposes, we're gonna have remote jobs and then transition to opening businesses. Because it's actually not. They're actually very friendly to foreigners opening business there. We started researching all this stuff.
yeah, just respect them and their culture and
As we plan to, like
speak and be respectful and friendly. It's not that hard.
But yeah, so the questions we got for you guys is: have you guys thought about it? What are your thoughts on it? And if so, where are you going? So hit us with comments down in the section down there. Let us know what you think about it. If you got it, if you're gonna do it, if you plan on staying, cool, and like you don't crucify us, it ain't for you. If you want to stay, nobody's thing. But we just see that the way things go in this country, it's not for us, and we want to get away from it.
And honestly, after I found out about Cabo Verde, I fell in love like instantly. I was like, I don't care how great things got here. I at least need to like try it out. If it's what I think it is, that's my vacation spot. That's my half of the time here, maybe half of the time back. Like I feel like I'm just gonna love the place. So I can't wait to go see it.
That's her. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm impressed, I don't plan on coming back. Maybe vacation here and there, just me. I'll be living in paradise. It's on an island.
Weather, I have a lot of family
great year,
I want to come see.
great all year round, and then when they do rain, it's like in the Caribbean. If anybody knows what I mean, Caribbean, it'd be like 20 minutes and then clears up. That's their rain. They don't get a lot of it. So I'm looking for a change of scenery and pace. My kids are about to be grown, and hopefully they stay there. But the world is their oyster. Let them go out and eat.
But I will come back because I haven't, unless I can get my family to move over too, I will be back to visit.
All right, man. Make sure y'all tune in. Keep us locked in. We dropping the episode every Thursday on YouTube, right here on our channel, and all on all of our social medias. You'll see videos throughout the week. And Rena, can you let them know where to find us?
Yeah. So on YouTube, you guys can reach us at JUSUSPC. And on Facebook, it's JUS space US space PC. And on IG, it's JUS_US_PC.
All right, man. So,
all right, so thanks for tuning in, and we can't wait to see y'all next week. And follow, like, share, and drop your comments down there. We want to see if you guys are staying, going, where you're going, and if you have any like tips, tricks, input on
if you've already done it, please
yeah,
drop something in the comments if you've already done it. All right, man. This is Julio
and this is Renee.
for the Just Us podcast. We'll catch y'all next Thursday.
Peace.